So Congress is moving forward with a bill that would require Americans to provide proof of citizenship in order to register to vote.
One Republican says a real ID is all you'd need to register. Paul Spey checks that claim for PolitiFact.
The U.S. House of Representatives recently passed the SAVE Act, which would require Americans to prove their citizenship in order to vote. It still needs approval from the Senate and the president to become law, and Democratic critics say it places an unnecessary burden on new voters. In response, Republican Congressman Byron Donalds went on News Nation and said this.
There's this thing in the United States, every state does it now, called REAL ID. Every state, through their identification systems, actually track things like birth certificates, etc. And as long as you have a REAL ID, which virtually every American has to have today, it should be easy for you to register to vote.
Is he right about that? Well, not exactly. There are forms of ID that would be acceptable to vote under the SAVE Act. This is the list: a U.S. passport, a driver's license coupled with a birth certificate, military records, or a real ID that shows your citizenship. Now, here's the problem. Most real IDs do not show your citizenship. In fact, only 5 states offer real IDs that show your citizenship: Michigan, Minnesota, New York, Vermont, and Washington. This is what New York's version looks like. Idaho also has a citizenship marker on its IDs, but it's unclear whether that would comply with the SAVE Act. For the sake of argument, though, let's say it does. Those 6 states I just mentioned account for only 14% of the U.S. population. So for the rest of America, complying with the SAVE Act would not be as easy as just going to the DMV and getting a real ID. That's why the Truth Meter rates Donald's claim mostly false. Read more about this bill at WRAL.com.